Vitamin D deficiency, 8 signs and symptoms. Vitamin D is an essential vitamin to our body. The sunshine vitamin has always been a hot topic when it comes to health. Vitamin D is an extremely important vitamin that has powerful result on several systems throughout our body. It acts like a hormone that every single cell in our body has a receptor for it. Only 20% of our vitamin D can come from our diet, while the remaining 80% provided by our skin from UVB exposure to the sun. The recommended daily intake (RDI) of vitamin D is around 400 to 800 IU, but experts say you need more than that. Vitamin D helps with strong bones and could help prevent cancers and can help avoid heart disease and high blood pressure. The truth is, vitamin D deficiency and insufficiency is now a global public health problem affecting more than 1 billion people worldwide. Most people don't realize that they lack vitamin D in their body, as symptoms are generally subtle. You may not recognize them easily, but there are symptoms to check, which usually has a negative effect on our quality of life. Here are 8 signs and symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. 1. Tiredness and fatigue. Do you feel tired most of the time? You may lack some vitamin D in your body. Unfortunately, it's often overlooked as a potential cause. Studies says vitamin D deficiency may cause very low blood levels and gives fatigue, which gives acute negative effect on quality of life. The study found women with blood levels lower than 20 nanograms per milliliter or 21 to 29 nanograms per milliliter were more likely to complain of fatigue than those with blood levels over 30 nanograms per milliliter. While other study in female nurses found a strong connection between low vitamin D levels and fatigue. 2. Bone and back pain. Vitamin D is an essential vitamin to keep our bones healthy. Having healthy bones protects us from different illnesses, including rickets. Rickets is a disorder that causes children to have bones that are weak and soft, caused by a lack of vitamin D in the body. Bone pain and lower back pain may be signs of inadequate vitamin D levels in the blood. Research says that those with a vitamin D deficiency were more likely to have back pain, including severe back pain that affects daily activities. 3. Weak immune system. One of the vital role of vitamin D is keeping our immune system strong and healthy in order to be able to protect ourselves with viruses and bacteria that cause illness. If you often get sick, specifically always having colds, fever or the flu, low vitamin D levels may be a big contributing factor. Studies says that taking vitamin D supplements at a dosage of up to 4,000 IU daily may reduce your risk of respiratory tract infections. 4. Mood changes and depression. Mood changes and depression in its own right is a disabling condition impairing all aspects of human function. Some research says that vitamin D has been reported in the scientific and consider as an important factor that may have significant health benefits, especially prevention and the treatment of many chronic illnesses like depression. Depression is one of the biggest causes of disability worldwide, affecting about 121 million people, according to World Health Organization in 2008. 5. Slow process of wound healing. Slow healing of wounds and injury may be a sign that your vitamin D levels are too low. For the body to properly recover, it needs the right balance of vitamins, nutrients and other essential elements. One of the important components of wound healing is vitamin D, which is often overlooked during recovery, as many people take the vitamin for granted and do not fully appreciate the part it plays in every aspect of health. According to the series, Nutrition Minute, published in the journal Advances in Skin and Wound Care, sustaining an injury causes the cells in the skin to require higher amounts of vitamin D. 6. Hair loss. Vitamin D has a vital role in the creation of new hair follicles. Hair follicles are the tiny pores from which new hairs grow. Although hair loss has often been related to stress, there are some studies that link to low vitamin D levels. A vitamin D deficiency linked to alopecia areata, an autoimmune condition that causes patchy hair loss. Other research shows that women who have other forms of hair loss also had lower levels of vitamin D7. Muscle pain. Muscle pain or musculoskeletal pain affects almost half of all adults, due to vitamin D deficiency. Previous findings demonstrated that putative nociceptors express vitamin D receptors (VDRs), suggesting responsiveness to 1,25-dihydroxyvitamin D. The vitamin D receptor has a big role in nerve cells called nociceptors, which sense pain. Research states that vitamin D deficiency can lead to selective adjustment in target innervation, resulting in presumptive nociceptor hyperinnervation of skeletal muscle, which in turn is likely to contribute to muscular hypersensitivity and pain. 8. Bone loss. Vitamin D is an essential factor in calcium absorption and bone metabolism. Vitamin D and calcium can cause soft, thin, brittle bones, a condition known as rickets in children and osteoporosis in adults. There are more than 40 million people have either osteoporosis or low bone mass, according to the National Institutes of Health (NIH). Taking a good amount of vitamin D and maintaining a good blood level is a good way to protect bone mass and reducing fracture risk. Vitamin D deficiency is a common problem which most people often neglect due to its subtle and non-specific symptoms. If you found yourself lacking vitamin D in your body, it's good to increase your exposure to the sun. Eat more vitamin D-rich foods such as fortified dairy products, and don't forget to see a doctor if symptoms persist. Do you feel or have any of these signs and symptoms? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, and hit that bell button to continually get updates from our channel.